Welcome everyone back to Brian Davis Scuba. And here's another episode in my Dubai Coronet series about my 1976 44-foot motor yacht, which is currently moored in Dubai in the UAE. I've not been posting much recently. I've had a whole lot of things to attend to. I just don't know where the time goes. So I'm going to combine the September and October reports. That's what I'm going to do, the cost reports that I do every month. So we'll kick off with September and then I'll do October. November's going to be a bumper issue. We've been doing a lot of work on the boat, a lot of small jobs that I've been meaning to do for a while, and we've finally cracked on with them, and that will be up on time in the first week of December because I've nearly got the whole thing done already. So let's kick off with the September report. The amount of miles we did this month was 0. Yep, I've been traveling a bit and we had only one trip planned. We had some friends of mine over from Seychelles, some old round table buddies, and I was going to take them out for a barbecue to the World. Bad weather scuppered that, but we still, as you can see from these photographs, had a great time. We had a dock party on the boat and barbecue. They invited some people from the Expo, Dubai Expo Seychelles project, I guess. So they came on and we had a great evening. So let's look at the monthly costs. It was a really cheap month this month. With fuel, 0. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't use any fuel. The fixed costs, as usual, and you can see there's a link on the screen now how I break up my fixed costs, were $2,163. Water and electricity this month, because we didn't use the boat as much, we didn't wash it as much, was $80 versus $97 last month. Maintenance was 0. We didn't do it really any maintenance on the boat this month, except we did put some rope grips onto the boarding ladder. We had all those materials on the boat already, so that was just a bit of time to do those. And provisions, we didn't need to put any provisions on the boat this month, so 0 versus $40 last month. On my upgrades, the budget's still 600. We did a bit of work on the generator. It's now in position, it's not connected up, and we spent $83 just on the cables and pipe work and that sort of thing. The generator, I'm kind of planning to have it working by January, February. As I say, we've been doing a lot of other things on the boat, so it's taken a bit of a back burner because we don't need it at the moment because the weather's nice and cool, but it'll definitely be up and running for next summer, so we can at least have one AC on the boat when we're out in the summer months. So the total for the month was $2,843, what a relief, US dollars that is, versus $4,270 last month. So you can see I'm a very happy camper this month, because essentially that's just made up of my fixed cost and upgrade budget, and the only sort of monthly expenses are water and electricity at $80. So really a nice cheap month, but we didn't use the boat. So yeah, that's it for the month. Coming up right now is the October report. So October, we were relatively busy. We did 2 diving trips and we did 2 trips to the World Island. total of 117.5 nautical miles. The first dive trip was to Abdullah's Tug and the Victoria Star, a couple of our what you could call house wrecks. That's a journey of about 27 nautical miles. As you can see, the viz was absolutely atrocious. Second dive trip was to the Zainab, one of our nicest wrecks. It's quite a bit offshore, and then we decided on the way back to have a quick look at the Zaraf, a little coaster that sits upright, which we've not looked at for a while. Visibility on the Zainab was okay. It was a really nice dive. The Zaraf, terrible again. You know, it was 1 or 2 meters. So I'm not bothered putting any footage up about that because it was just atrocious. But here's some footage of the Zainab, as usual, always a nice dive. That was 50.5 nautical miles, that trip, and then the 2 trips to the World Island are about 20 nautical miles each way, so that was 40 nautical miles. So yeah, nice month out on the boat. Probably should have done a few more trips, but again, I don't know where the time's been going. I've just been really busy with all sorts of things. Coming on to the costs. Fuel this month, we consumed 508 litres, which was $375 US. I got a contribution from my dive buddies of $205 US, so that nets out to 170. My fixed costs have gone down from this month. I'll explain why in a minute, but I've still put in 2,163. I will correct the new fixed cost next month. Why have they gone down? Because Peter, my apprentice captain, who became a skipper, got him trained, fantastic guy, resigned as of October the 23rd, so he's no longer with us. His partner works in the medical field. She'd had been heavily involved in COVID patients and stuff. When her contract finished, she didn't want to renew. She wanted to go home, have a rest, and look at working somewhere else in the world. And he's due to get married, and so wanted to go with her. So that's a bit sad. He was a really good guy, worked hard. He did the right thing. He repaid all his training expenses, which was quite frankly amazing. That normally wouldn't happen here. People would argue the toss. So he's welcome back. Peter's welcome back on board Coronet anytime. Water and electricity this month was 97 versus 80 last month. Obviously, as we use the boat more, we use more water. We will start to use less electricity now the weather's getting cooler, so I'm hoping November the bill's a bit less. We're also working on some upgrades you'll see in a minute. My big project for next year is to try and run the boat at the dock electricity wise on solar. Will I be able to do it? Not sure, but that's the goal. Maintenance cost this month was 0. We didn't really do any maintenance on the boat at all. So total for the month, 3,030. It was actually less because, as I said, I've actually used a fixed cost figure of 2,163, but it was actually in practice less. Fuel was $170. Water and electricity, as I've said, 97. On maintenance this month was 0. We had no maintenance expenses, no disasters on the boat, no planned maintenance. We've got a lot going on in November, just a lot of catch-up work. With Peter going and me becoming the skipper again, you get to know the boat again. So there's a few things that we've needed to do, which I'm quite happy to report will be in the November's report. A lot of small jobs. Upgrades. You know I have a $600 a month budget. When I do my full year costs, I'll actually review that and see. It won't increase. We may reduce it. We did, as you can see, install a new solar panel. My old 2 solar panels had given up the ghost. They were over 20 years old. So I've got a nice new 400 watt panel sitting in their place. As you can see, we had to rearrange, we had to move a lot of stuff around to fit them in. So we moved the horns, relocated the life rafts, bit of messing around with the mast, but we did get it in. So we've got a lot more there. We're due to hook that up. I think I'm gonna have to get a new controller unit for the wind generator and that to work. So, but we did get it installed and we did do a nice job. This time, instead of putting a frame all the way around, we've just used some aluminium supports so we can get some air underneath to keep it cool. That makes it more efficient. Generator hookup is still pending, as I said, for the September report. We're looking at January, February. We did buy some more parts for the generator installation at a cost of $35. So yeah, that's going slow because we're busy on other stuff. Just on regards to a new captain, will I be getting a new captain? Yes, my old boatman Alan will be coming back. He's not a captain, but he is a marine engineer and he knows this craft inside out, and he's worked for many years on boats like mine, so we'll get him trained up to be a skipper as well. He is a professional seaman. He does have a degree in marine engineering, so maybe it works out better. So the actual cash involved in the boat this month was significantly less than normal, probably under $1,000, but that will change next month because I've got registration, I've got insurance, and the Coast Guard fees, all that sort of stuff, and a whole load of maintenance that we've been doing. Nothing big, nothing major and expensive, just stuff that's been on the list for quite some time. Thanks for watching. Give me a like if you like what I've talked about this month, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you soon with the November report.